You guys ready? You look ready. All right. Next presentation demonstration right here, the TCNA booth. Now, first things first. Good morning. Nope. Good morning. That's better. Come on, man. When's the last time this many people were out without masks on, feeling normal and comfortable? Seriously. Now, I'm from Florida, so we're kind of used to this, but not everybody is. But I'm just saying, it's good to see people's faces. A couple of things I've learned over the last 2 years. My hearing is worse than I thought it was because there's so many people I can't hear because I can't read their lips. I've been cheating and not knowing it. The other thing is that no matter what, our industry goes on. Everything was shut down except our damn industry. Like they went, okay, everybody's got to stay in the house, but not the construction workers. We need them to go to work. So next time they talk about essential workers, I don't want to hear about police or anybody else. I want to hear the construction workers essential because everything went on. Our sales numbers didn't go down. None of that happened. None of that happened. So just to let you know, there's a lot of products every year in our business. You're constantly making new products. We're getting better at it and better at it. And that did not change. However, there was products that actually wound up getting put on the shelf because of the pandemic and the lack of the ability for truck drivers to get the product out, for us to get raw materials and all of those things. So the next couple of years is going to be a whirlwind of new products. It does not mean that the ones that you're currently using are bad. It's a 2019 car. It's not a bad car. It's just a couple of years old. Same thing here. The technology is getting better and better and better, and that's what we're going to talk about here today. Number one problem that people complain about in our business. Anybody know what it is? Grout. Grout. Why? Because it's the only other thing that they see, the customer sees. You see, when they buy tile, it's not going to change color. It might change the way it looks when they bring it in their house due to the lighting. That same thing happens with grout. And a lot of times people bring samples of tile home, put it in their house and go, yeah, or no, it's not what I thought it was. But you can't really do that with grout because it's manufactured on the job up until the last couple of years. So, gentlemen, if you would, first things first, Dario, Scott, Mike, Scott, McKinsey, the number one demonstration team in the country. I challenge all of my competitors. Bring it on. Let me see what you got, because this is what I got right here. I got a combination of technical and sales, and I'm not talking about just any salespeople. I'm talking about rock stars of the rock star salespeople. And yet they understand the technical aspects of the products. That's what makes them so good at what they do. They can sell it to you, they can explain it to you, and why you would pick one over the other. So we're looking at 3 different kinds of grout. We'll start with Dario here. What Dario has is FlexColor 3D. What Mike has here is FlexColor CQ. You're like, wait, FlexColor. That's the ready-to-use product. It's in a bucket. I open up the lid. I don't need a mixing drill. My guy isn't pouring water in there. What Scott is doing is the number one selling grout, cement grout, in the world. And because it's the number one selling grout in the world, that makes it the number one selling grout in the universe. Because unless another planet is selling grout that I don't know about, I'm just saying, if they got it, I want to see it. So the number one selling grout in the universe as a cement grout. We'll start in the middle, we'll work out to the sides. Why is it the number one selling grout in the universe? A really small, consistent sized aggregate. Doesn't scratch. Can be used indoors, outdoors. Can be used in Canada, Alaska, Florida, Texas, Kansas, Hawaii. Can be used in Italy, China, Africa. Can be used in Japan. Can be used all over the world, all over the globe. We don't make northern product and southern product. We don't make European product. We don't make it that way. That's not the way we roll. The product needs to work everywhere or we don't put it out. consistent color. Here's the other thing. Once they washes it, anything that's left on the surface, let it dry. It'll buff right off. You don't need to continue to put water on top of there. What Mike has here is FlexColor CQ. Ready-to-use product in a bucket. It's a hybrid acrylic. Think about it. My glasses, your glasses on your face are acrylic. You can bend the frames, but they don't break. But you can't stretch them, and you can't compress them. So they have a weird kind of strength. They're flexibly strong. Oh, I just made that up. That's good. Flexibly strong is what that is. That's what that product is. It can take movement. It can take movement, yet it has compressive strengths on it. So when you're walking on it, if, God forbid, I decided to put on a pair of high heels, not that I've done that in a while, but if I did want to wear a pair of high heels and I wound up stepping in the grout joint, it wouldn't compress down. I know that vision of me in high heels has really seared your brains. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to plant that there. So what do I like about this product? Well, I can wash the color out of here. If my guy gets a little crazy and puts too much water in the cement grout to mix with and then washes it 15 times, the color's going to get washed out. The color is established by a color-coded quartz. Mike, bring that bucket over here for a second. This is the rinse bucket that Mike cleans with. There's a color-coded quartz that's mixed in with the acrylic. So what you're doing is you're looking through the clear acrylic and you're seeing the color-coded quartz. That's how you're seeing the color. It's not established by a pigment. It's established by little tiny marbles. I take a fish tank, I fill it up with blue marbles, and then I put water in it. What color's the water? It's clear. And you're seeing the blue marbles in between there, right? Same thing here. That's what's happening here. You're looking through the acrylic and seeing the marbles. You can't wash the color out. Now, I don't want to say it's idiot-proof because I never, ever, ever underestimate the ability of idiots to rise to the occasion. Okay? But it is pretty darn fail-proof because the color's going to be the same thing that the customer picked. No altering the color, no matter how much water. What Dario did here is a really interesting product. So it's the same thing. It's an acrylic, but instead the acrylic is now tinted. It's not pigmented, it's tinted. So the acrylic, it's like looking through a piece of tinted glass. And there's a clear glass bead inside of there. And what this product is specifically designed for is glass tile. Here's what happens with glass tile. For the first time in our industry, all these other two products right here, light hits the top of the tile and bounces off and goes away. With glass tile, light hits the top of it, penetrates it, goes down to the bottom of it, ricochets off the sides, where the grout is, and then ricochets back out. So the color of the grout you put in between the sides is going to impact the way the light comes back out of that glass tile. With the clear glass bead in there, it allows the light to pass through into the next piece of glass. It allows light to travel. It doesn't stop it and ricochet it around. And it changes the way the tile looks, and it changes the way the grout looks. It allows light to go through and continue its journey to the next piece. People choose glass tile because they want bling on the floors and walls. Not because they want subdued. If they wanted subdued, they would be go getting tumbled marble. They want bling. They want little jewels hanging on the walls. And by putting a solid grout in between those grout joints, you're killing that journey of light that's going through to make that stuff bling and pop. You want to use a product that was specifically designed for glass tile. Are there any questions so far? All right, I want to talk to you about one more product. Now, this is hard to see because it's subtle, but it is there. This is Ultracolor Plus FA. This is the new Ultracolor Plus Max. Now, there are three separate panels here. 1, 2, 3. These three panels, this one, and this one, were done with three different manufacturers of black grout. We mixed it the right way, no trickeration. Ultracolor Plus Max, the one in the middle here, is the blackest jet black that there is on the market. It's just a little bit. Here's the problem with black and white grout. They're not colors. The definition of black and white is absence of color. They're shades is what they are. So I can send everybody to go get a black shirt. We'll all put the black shirts on the table. There'll be 15 different looking black shirts, color-wise or shade-wise to us. You can see it just kind of has a deeper blue to it and a blacker black. I hated doing black grout because every single time there was never the right color black for the customer. Oh, I thought it would be darker. Well, it's black. How much darker can it get? Well, it's not as black as the countertop. Well, that's a whole different thing. You want me to grind the countertop up and put it in the grout? I don't understand what you want me to do here. Literally, I would be there with a magic marker coloring in the floor sometimes, just to get it to the color that they wanted. So this is a first attempt at the blackest black and the whitest white. I'll show you the white the next time at the next demo. Are there any more questions? Okay, before I let you go, I got a little 2-minute rant I need to go on right now. We, as an industry, have done a horrible job recruiting the next generation. Shame on us. This is on us. This is on me. I'll give you an example. I have 2 sons. I promised both of them I would not let them get involved in the flooring business. I regret that now. One of them's a drummer in a heavy metal rock band, and the other one's an accountant. I don't know how. One of them, I think that his mother dropped him. I'm just saying. Not sure which one, but I'm sure one of them hit the deck when I wasn't around. We got to do a better job explaining this to kids, okay? We need to reach out when they're young, because by the time they're in high school, they've already been indoctrinated that they're going to go to college and they're going to get a degree in German International Art Studies, which is going to have them working at Walmart as an assistant manager for the rest of their damn lives. That's got to stop. I'm not saying everybody should get involved in the construction business. This is the greatest damn business in the world. You kidding me? Look at the people we get to work with. And where do we make our mistake? It took me a while to figure this out. We stop telling them. We tell them you got to start off installing, and they think that's where it ends. That's where the journey begins. You start off installing. You end up owning a company, being an estimator, being an explainer, standing